You are sitting on a couch. Your team just lost. And something inside you feels genuinely broken. Not disappointed, not annoyed, broken, like something was taken from you personally. But you were not even on the pitch. You did not touch the ball once. So why does your body not know that? Because what happens inside your skull when your team loses is not just emotion. It is a neurological event. A measurable physical cascade of chemistry that your brain runs the same way it would if you had personally failed. Scientists have studied this. The data is real. Let us start with something called burging, basking in reflected glory. Psychologist Robert Cialdini identified it in 1976. After a win, university students wore their school colors and said, "We won." After a loss, they avoided those colors and said, "They lost." Not we. They. The team became someone else's the moment things went wrong. That tiny pronoun shift is your brain trying to protect itself. Here is what is actually happening inside you. The moment the result goes against you, your hypothalamus triggers a cortisol release. Your stress hormone floods your system. Your heart rate climbs. Your muscles tighten. These are the exact same responses your body produces when you receive genuinely bad news. A rejection, a failure, a real threat. Your brain is not distinguishing between observed loss and real loss. It is treating them identically. This is not a malfunction. It is very, very old. Go back 150,000 years. Not to football. To a time when the group you belong to was the only thing standing between you and death. Your tribe's success was your survival. If your hunters came back empty-handed, you ate nothing. The success and failure of your group was not symbolic. It was biological. It was life. Your brain evolved to care about group outcomes the way it cares about personal ones. Because for most of human history, they were exactly the same thing. Neuroscientist Daniel Wan has spent decades studying what he calls sport fan identification. His research shows that the higher your identification with a team, the more your brain registers the team's losses as personal losses. Not metaphorically, neurologically. The same regions that activate when you lose money or fail an exam light up when your club concedes in the 90th minute. Think about what you say when someone asks your team. You do not say, "I watch that club." You say, "I am a United fan. I am Arsenal." The team is part of how you define yourself. And neuroimaging confirms this. Thinking about your team activates the same neural pathways as thinking about yourself. When your team is humiliated, your brain experiences something close to personal humiliation. A 2012 study by Pascal Wagner-Egger found that male fans of winning teams showed a measurable testosterone increase after the final whistle. Fans of losing teams showed a measurable decrease. These were spectators, in the stands, and their hormonal profiles shifted based on a result they had zero hand in producing. Your body does not care that you were in row 34. Then the loop starts. You go to bed and see the missed penalty again. You wake up and your first thought is the VAR decision. Psychologists call this the ruminative cycle, and it is why heavy sports losses can disrupt sleep, suppress appetite, and in some cases affect immune function. Grief researcher Paul Gilbert calls this non-event grief. Loss of meaning feels biochemically similar to loss of matter. You are grieving, genuinely, over football. And before you call that excessive, consider this. The capacity to grieve symbolically is one of the traits that separates humans from almost every other species. The ability to invest in something beyond your own body. To feel real loss when a collective identity takes a hit. That is not weakness. That is what made cooperation and civilization possible. Your brain breaks when your team loses, not because you are irrational. It breaks because you are wired to be loyal. And loyalty, at the level of deep neural architecture, does not come with an off switch. Wan's research found something else. Fans with high team identification do not just suffer more after a loss, they recover more fully after a win. They report stronger senses of belonging, lower loneliness. The same wiring that makes the loss devastating makes the victory extraordinary and makes the community real. The pain is the price of belonging to something larger than yourself. So the next time you feel that hollow, strange, almost physical ache after the final whistle, the next time you cannot explain why this matters so much, know that what you are feeling is not embarrassing. It is ancient. It is structural. It is your 150,000-year-old brain doing exactly what it evolved to do. You were never just watching a game. You were defending your tribe, and your brain still believes it.